AMNC Jr. I remember booted.
Check out that syrup bottle. We have a lot to go. Consequently, so does this channel. Hey MNC Jr., remember booted? Good enough to get a sub count of 101,000 subscribers. 1,100 subscribers of you wonderful, amazing people who have shown me so much love over this past year. Not to mention all the amazing YouTubers, reviewers in this reviewer sphere that I am so grateful to be a part of. Like my wonderful great friend Kat from the Novoid.
This Canadian asshole right here, ncjr, I will be insulting you personally later on after this video. So, please feel free to stick around, you bandwagon driving, maple syrup chugging, hockey loving.
And other bigger names like Mars Reviews.
Let me just preface this, when I say I hate these people, I don't hate them as people, I just hate their videos. Except for one where I hate his videos and him as a person.
Now I know you might be thinking this looks a lot like the Nostalgia Critic's 100 episode setup. Well, that's probably because it does look like that. Now you might be thinking that's kind of crude, you know, I've already borrowed enough from him, but I'm going by what the jerk with the camera says.
The lesson, kids, is if you can't be bothered to think of something original, just steal something and admit you're stealing it. That's the same thing as actual creativity, kinda.
We can kill him now with no flack from anybody.
But for real, for serious, all jokes aside, this year you will see much, much more originality from me. And what I said about you fans, about you being wonderful and amazing, I'm not kidding. I mean it. Honestly, without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Without the incredible motivation, the amazing support, every single thing that you guys have done for me, and all of the extra contributors that everyone else has done, has just been absolutely amazing. And the fact that you got me to 1,000 subscribers for my 1-year anniversary of me starting this channel is even a greater gift for that. So I just want to say thank you everybody for sticking around with me for all my shitty quality early videos, mostly in the audio department, sometimes in the content department, and the fact that most of my humor comes from reactionary clips because, frankly, I'm not that funny, and
Hey! Stop pointing out all your flaws! That's my job! If you do that, I have no purpose!
why do I let so many random people stay in my house? Oh, wait, that's right.
I remember booted.
Sir, you're coming with me.
What? Why?
You do not have sufficient funding to uphold a house like this.
Yes, I do!
Immediately.
Those are mine! Ah! I need money. Well, I'm sorry,
I'm Sheldon Bitch-Tits, the Grand Douche of the Zealots of Douchey, here to nitpick where the great almighty Douchey cannot. That is who I am.
Right, well, if you want to point out my flaws, then you're just in luck. Because for my 1K special, I am going to be pointing out all of my fuck-ups over the year. Because what better way to celebrate my greatest achievement than looking at all my fuck-ups that I've made to get to that achievement? What do you say?
Yes, let's do this, you hate-baiting NC clone poster child for not visiting Canada. Let's do this and tell you a new one on this very special occasion.
You really are a charmer, aren't you? Okay, let's stop dallying so I can stop talking to this putz. This is the top 9 NC Jr. fuck-ups. Why top 9? Because, hey, I've gotten this far in life with doing 10% less than what's expected, so why stop now?
Don't wanna be a Canadian idiot. Don't wanna be some beer swill and hockey nut. And do I look like some frostbitten hose head? I never learned my alphabet from A to Z. Don't wanna be a Canadian idiot.
Number 9.
Temperature in Celsius.
Your inability to pronounce names properly and say words, you cotton-mouthed moron.
Yes, it appears that in adopting some of the traits from the NC, I have taken some of his bad ones as well, like not being able to say or pronounce names right, but where he makes an effort and it actually sounds like actual words, I have a bad habit of not being able to speak properly. I think I may actually have some sort of small stutter and a twisted tongue that doesn't allow me to enunciate words properly, and a lot of the times the words come out of my mouth a garbled mess. More a biological fuck-up than a technical or writing fuck-up, but you have to listen to it, so it's a fuck-up nonetheless.
Not only do you inherit all the good things of NC, you inherit all the bad things too.
Maybe I should fix them then.
Never! Then I'll have nothing to point out and fly you with!
Don't wanna be a Canadian idiot.
Number 8.
Temperature and Celsius.
Samurai Jack wasn't canned by Cartoon Network, you hate baiter.
Yes, in my video on the first 4 seasons of Samurai Jack, I mentioned that the show was cut short by Cartoon Network because I just assumed that that was the case since that's what they're known for nowadays. But that's the thing. Nowadays. Back then, CN was under a different management and it had an entirely different mindset. The show stopped in 2004 before all of the new things came into place. Truth of the matter is, Gandhi and his crew were burnt out of Samurai Jack, and on top of that, they had just started working on the 2003 animated Clone Wars. Gandhi didn't want to rush the ending because, well, he didn't know how to end it, so he and Cartoon Network agreed to just leave it on a hiatus. No bad guys in this situation, but that's a first for Cartoon Network.
I told you were a hate baiter, always jumping to NC to blame things on them.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're right. I 100%.
Don't wanna be a Canadian idiot.
Number 7.
Temperature and Celsius.
Blue gold does exist, you anti-Egyptite.
In my review of The Mummy, there is a scene where the warden is exploring the tomb when he comes across some blue gold beetles, and I made the joke that he was either stupid for thinking that there was such thing as blue gold, or the writers were just not as smart enough to come up with another precious metal. Well, joke's on me. Blue gold is a real thing. It's an alloy of true gold that contains traces of gallium and or iridium, and the color in gold was a practice in ancient Egypt for making jewelry. Huh. I guess the more you know. But a simple Google search and I could have found that out. I guess I was just fishing for jokes at that point. That's a total fuck up on my point for my lack of attention to detail.
Unbelievable! I failed history class because of your lack of attention to detail!
You wouldn't go in public looking like that?
How dare you! This is the official headdress of the Zealots of Ducey!
Is that a roll of yarn on your head? Oh, Christ, you look like a goddamn Bob Marley Raggedy Ann doll.
Shut up!
Don't wanna be a Canadian idiot.
Number 6.
Temperature and Celsius.
Where's the rest of your Nostalgia Critic tribute video?
In my tribute video to the Nostalgia Critic for his 10-year anniversary, I had a video put out which midway through it said click here to watch the full video. Well, what and where is it, you may be wondering? Well, it was going to detail the different ages of Nostalgia Critic, from the dawning age in Season 1, where NC was just coming into being and figuring out his character, and such, and then into the demo age, where he killed off the NC and tried to start up demo reel, to the present age, which is a happy medium of videos we have now, which are more either heavy skit filled, or our classic formula, or just some classic editorials. Now, where it is a shorter story. I was on vacation, which most of you know, and I was running out of time for the anniversary date, so I had to get the video out with what it had, which, at that point, the focal point, was the clip show song at the end. Now that the date has come and gone, I was still on vacation, I just didn't feel like putting it together, to tell the truth. But now that I'm back, I actually still have other schedule to keep up with, and other projects that have to be done, that all are put on priority instead of this video's completion. But when everything is said and done, everything is finished and wrapped up, and I have free time to put it together, I will put this video out for your viewing pleasure.
Without this part of the video, how am I supposed to know who truly the Nostalgia Critic is, and how can I see his journey he's been on?
Well, I mean, there's Wikipedia, Mr. Mesker's that guy with the classic miniseries.
Never! You're the only one I can file all of my bitchiness into!
Don't wanna be a Canadian idiot.
Number 5.
Temperature and Celsius.
Your huge monetization fuck up.
Yeah, this is a funny story. For those of you who've been with me for a while, which is November of last year to be exact, I got a strike on my channel which disabled my monetization for all my videos because of unfair clicks. The days where it took actually doing something wrong to get reprimanded for it. Unlike today. Hey, you know what? How are my videos doing, by the by? Oh, well, isn't that peachy? I love yellow. Well, anyway, my boiling anger aside, what happened was a mix of my own fault and YouTube's fault. If any of you are starting out on YouTube, and anyone who did start out on YouTube, you all know that to get those first ton of views, you would likely refresh your own video to get more views. And I will admit, I was a part of that problem. I don't do that anymore because I have you wonderful lot, but before, when no one was watching me, I had to do something. And then I actually did start getting views for my video that I was refreshing, but YouTube still thought it was me, taking a bank out on their money with my own views. So they cut my funding for a month. It was a scary time, and I did it to myself. But hey, we all learned from our fuck-ups, right?
What a pathetic display! Refreshing your videos for views.
Hey, shut the fuck up. I was just starting out on YouTube. Everybody fucking does that on YouTube. In fact, I bet you have a bunch of accounts just so you can write random bitchy ass comments and dislike my videos.
No! How dare you!
This boy is a complete moron.
Don't wanna be a Canadian idiot.
Number 4.
Temperature and Celsius.
The name of the poem isn't Nevermore, it's Raven, you uncultured swine.
God damn it, yes. In my overview of the Teen Titans first 6 episodes video, I've made a very cocky and confident remark that most of my viewers wouldn't get why the episode about Raven was clever for being called Nevermore, and that they were too lazy and uncultured to look it up themselves. So I told them that it was because the poem by Edgar Allan Poe was called Nevermore and was about a raven. Well, it turns out I'm the uncultured lazy schmuck who didn't know what he was talking about. So apparently Poe's poem wasn't called Nevermore, it was called The Raven. And in that poem, it is famous for the line Nevermore, said by the Raven in the story. And that was funny to the episode because it was called Nevermore, which was about the character Raven. This is why you don't make yourself sound like a better cocky asshole than everyone else on the internet, because the knowledgeable people will be right there to correct you.
Ha! You overzealous, overconfident Canadian moron! Look how the mighty have fallen!
Well, I guess my life achievements would have led me to being talked down by a cultist living in my closet.
Don't wanna be a Canadian idiot.
Number 3.
Temperature and Celsius.
Your stupid fucking accidental deletion of your YouTube rewind video!
Ugh, this is probably one of my biggest accidentally stupid fuck-ups that I have ever done. So long story short, I was trying to make a playlist for my channel to be more organized, and one of them was that I was making one for musicals, because, well, I had planned to do more of them in the future. I already had the musical, which was Accurate YouTube Rewind. I was trying to put it into the playlist using my YouTube app on my phone, and that right there is the problem, using your phone to do anything for YouTube. So I put it in twice by accident, tried to delete it from the playlist, and oop, there it goes from my goddamn channel. So I had to try frantically to get it back up, but it was already too late. 500 views wasted because I was using my goddamn phone. What a fuck up.
You're such an idiot.
Don't wanna be a Canadian idiot.
Number 2.
Temperature and Celsius.
The god-awful audio for the epic movie review.
Yes, this review will forever go down in history as the most painful experience of my YouTube career. First, let's start with the fact that I had to sit through, review, and edit this piece of shit movie. Then, let's look at the fact that it took me over 10 hours just to get it on YouTube. Why? Because Fox kept claiming my video. They claimed it 4 times, and on the 5th time, they left it alone. But every time I had to fix it, it was an hour and a half of rendering and exporting, and then 50 minutes of uploading to YouTube. And I had to rinse and repeat that 5 times over. And then after all of that fucking trouble, the video is up for like a few days, gets a good amount of traction, and then I get reports from people in the comments saying that the audio is wonky. And sure fucking enough, the video's audio didn't play properly in both ears and is muted completely on the phone. I was devastated when I found out about this problem, and the problem was with my mic, which was new, which needed to be edited to play through both ears, which I didn't know at the time. My videos as of this date are still using that microphone, as I'm using right now, and things are better now. But it sucks so much I had to learn through such a painful experience that I fucked up so bad. But I fucked up even more when I decided to review that garbage piece of film.
You're such a fucking moron!
Don't wanna be a Canadian idiot. Won't figure out the temperature in Celsius.
This isn't much of a fuck up, or really big of a deal anyway, but, you know, I might as well bring it up anyway. So, bitch tits, tell everybody what we're all thinking.
This video is the closest you've gotten to do an exact idea of Nostalgia Critic.
Yeah, it is, but, you know, he doesn't have his claim on making a video pointing out and acknowledging your flaws. In fact, I think that's a genius idea, because it's not just keeping it behind closed doors and acknowledging your flaws by yourself, but really just bringing it out there and televising it so everybody knows, and so also your fans know that you're listening to them when they tell you you fucked up. I think that's one of the best things about this idea, and yeah, I think everybody should do this idea. But as well, he's already said he's not going to be doing another one of these, so they're fair game. I mean, look at this clip right here.
That's a nice pot you have.
And as you can clearly see, poor Tim Allen can't even tell the difference between a pot and a pan. Right? He got that wrong, didn't he? There was some controversy about that. Don't leave any comments about we're not doing another fuck-up video.
Yeah, and that was way back, like, almost 4 or 5 years ago, so I think I'm pretty fair game in this department.
Wow, Junior, just really well said. Really well said.
What? Was that a compliment?
What? I mean, no, never! This doesn't change a simple thing! You have so many other bad qualities!
Don't wanna be a Canadian.
And the #1 NC Junior fuck-up is...
your god-awful, piss-poor, atrocious upload schedule!
On this note, I will agree with you, Sheldon. I have royally fucked up, not just to myself, but more importantly for the people watching me. Forever I have promised to upload at least once a week, every 2 weeks, and the most, I haven't even done that. They have mostly been a month apart, and that isn't fair to you people who stick around and put up with my shit, nor is it helping my channel grow any faster, or at least at the speed that my ambition wants it to grow. This is my biggest fuck-up because even though I have made so many fuck-ups, if I was doing what I set out to do, I would have more wonderful fuck-ups to look on and be proud of how many fuck-ups I did over the course of so many videos, than in reality the small amount that I have now. But again, we learn from our fuck-ups, so we don't fuck up again, at least in the same way we did before. Well, thank you, but no thank you very much for helping me bash myself on this special occasion.
Yes, this will suffice for now, but so mark my words, I will be back to tell you a new one in my own fruition without any of this petty video-ness. Yes, don't even if you try to stop me, you will rue the day, sir.
Yes, tell me more when your raggedy ass is sleeping out in that garbage pile out back. I'm sure the rats will love your company.
I'll be back, Junior. Now watch as I create my exit with dignity.
Well, thank you again for such a wonderful year. Thank you again for 1,100 subscribers. And thank you all for sticking around and subscribing to me and just watching my silly ass do stupid stuff online. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all of you 100%. I love you all. And I couldn't do this without you. Let's keep this ball rolling for another year. Can't wait to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can make that by next year. Hopefully I don't fuck up anymore, but that probably won't happen. I'm NC Jr. I'm a member of Booted because I need reassurance I'm not the only one.